other thing is with the lag time, it it
True.
it probably be 1 o'clock before anybody finds us. So, oh, the other thing is if that storm comes back at us, we'll hope I still have power.
Yeah. Well, I hope so for multiple reasons.
Yeah. Our the internet was okay this morning, but the cable was out. It's kind of weird, since they're tied together.
Yeah.
But um, it is how it is.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Welcome, welcome.
I did get enough cleaned up that I can get my drawers open.
That's good.
Yeah, see how I couldn't get in there the other day. I'm still not sure where some things are. There it is. Okay. Of course, it's on the bottom of the pile. Oops, wrong thing. Well, I guess that'll do. So, hi, Julie. I'm going to finish these little journals, guys. And I had a scrap of threads, leftovers from something. So I'm going to use that.
Hi, Julie.
Okay. Which way do I like this one best? I think I like this way. Then Lisa's gonna play with her. I don't think I had any papers in here that really had to be right side or wrong side, I think. No, I did. I put in something. Yeah, okay.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, Barbara. The
Hi,
dynamic
Brittany. Hi,
duo.
Barbara. Yeah, she said she'd come play with me. I might not be able to stay real long today, but she said she'd come play with me. So, it's bad when your real job interferes.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. We gotta let it interfere once in a while. Okay, guys. So here's the deal. Normally, I would measure. I'm being lazy. I'm not gonna measure. I'm just gonna stick this in.
There you go. Just stick it in.
Just gonna stick it in. Barbara finished her new little book. Yay! I've not watched
Yay,
About the
Barbara.
Hurricane, but I just saw now a Cap 4. Oh, good. Where's it at? I haven't even paid attention. I really haven't even paid attention. Um, we're getting some stormy weather, but just just little thundery, stormy things that are happening. Nothing awful.
Well, I'm glad it's not awful.
No, it's just it just was thundering and lightning a little bit earlier. So I just, and since our thing was out earlier, um it's pretty standard, Barbara, this time of
Hi,
year.
Teresa.
That's why we come stay home in hi Teresa, in July and August. Is one of the reasons we stay home in July and August is the bad weather. What are you doodling on, Tanya? Oh, Teresa's doodling. I'm sewing. Elisa's doing. I'm sewing.
It's like, when did I become Teresa?
Well, when my brain doesn't function real well. Mm. Oh man, I was dizzy yesterday. It was day before yesterday. It's really bad. I was taking care of blueberries. Jeff went and got me more blueberries, Thursday. So,
Right.
and they didn't get taken care of Thursday at all. So I was getting around taking care of them on Friday morning, and every time I turn around or move my head, because I was looking down at the blueberries, every time I lift my head or turn around a little too fast, I was just like all over. We had an area blackout
I'm
for
just
3 hours. You.
doodling some doodles inspired by what Tanya has done a week or two ago.
She just
So,
playing.
just playing, yeah. Just gonna doodle some things and cut them out and
Hmm.
to
But
have to add into stuff.
yeah, I'm thinking that maybe that the new antibiotics is breaking this mess up, and that's why I'm so dizzy and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it's working, and that's why it's
Well, I hope it's
doing stuff.
working.
Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Welcome, welcome.
Those are the papers she painted the other day when we were on.
Yeah.
I think. So. Is that a page? Yeah, that's what it is. Julie, is a page she was
I
playing
just
with.
painted it though. I didn't gel print on it.
Yeah, she
I
just
just painted it and doodled on it with
Yeah.
paint, which I'm not very impressed with my paint doodling. But anyway,
Gel blending is much more fun. Hi,
it
Lisa,
is much more fun.
Alaska Lisa, or my sister Lisa, or whatever we should call you. But that person up there.
Hey, Lisa, Lisa.
Yeah,
Hey,
Lisa.
Becky.
Oh,
Welcome,
Becky's here
welcome.
too. Hi, Becky. Glad you're here. So, got all ready to fix the curtain for the camper that I needed to fix up, and stupid little parts are not where I can buy extra ones. So
Uh-oh.
they're just they belong on there's a metal track, they're like a ceiling track.
Right.
We use them everywhere, but the ones Amazon have are all plastic, and I don't want those because I know exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
And the ones that are on it are metal. Of course, they have like polyurethane rollers, but the piece is metal and smaller, so it's like so I'm having to hunt. I'm gonna have to call or email Renegade and see what I can find out from them, see if they've got extras, because the curtain I want to hang is gonna need more than the
Oh, that's not good, Barbara. And I'm not a Mac person, so I have no idea how to help you. I sure
yeah,
wish I
me
could.
either. Thank you, Andrea. Lisa's happy she could take a shower. Yeah, that's a yeah. I can understand that one. Okay.
Well, okay. I'm not seeing your. Oh, there it is. I'm not seeing your sister's post, but now I see it.
Mm,
A bunch just came in after it and it scooted up.
right. Something wrong with Photo Booth? What software do you all use to record videos? Well, see, that's the thing. I use Microsoft. So
Yeah. I use the stuff that came with the camera, the software that came with the camera.
with the
Well,
camera.
you have to download it, but it's called
Mhm.
Capture. So it's a
Well,
Logitech software.
are you using your webcam to do videos?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I use my phone. I use my webcam to do live streams, but I use my phone to do videos.
Yeah.
So
No, I go ahead and use the webcam to do everything because
mhm. Because it's set up
It
and
takes
ready.
forever to upload things from my phone. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that one. Okay. It should have a video recorder in it but you have to go to you may have to download a second software. Let me see. This
you have to
one.
download it from their website, I think.
Right. Well, actually, mine says there's a camera setting and a video setting. I can't change it right now because I'm in the camera setting. But
Oh, I was thinking the webcam. The webcam, it ought, there's just one place that you have to download from.
right, and my webcam software for the 922, of course, I have a little bit different camera. It says camera, and then it has a video mode. So
Oh,
I'm sure.
yeah. Mine does too. I didn't think about that because I only use it for videos.
Right. Hi, Sharon. Oh, goodness. Everyone see that I use my phone because of how bobby and wonky the video usually is. Julie, I have a mount for my phone. My webcam is mounted right here, and my phone. Well, you can't see that, but my phone mount is like 5 inches to the right of it. Yeah, just open your Logitech software, Barbara, and see if it isn't already in there. So, Andrew thought that Julie might be dancing.
Mm.
Okay, there is one in here. I think maybe
Hi,
we'll
Sharon.
turn this over. Okay. I'm looking to make sure I get it right side up because, we just really don't want upside down words. I don't mind words sideways, but the upside down bothers me.
Yeah.
Sideways bothers Lisa, but we know that.
I can deal with sideways better than upside down, but
Yeah, upside down.
I like them all right side up if I can help it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them strange shaped or folded or, whatever weird thing than have the words wrong. Even if I cover up all the words, I don't know. It just bugs me to open it and look at it with the words wrong.
It bothers you, yeah. Well, Jeffrey can't stand it when there's two different things. To balance, it has to be equal for him.
Yeah.
So strange because it will record a 10-second test. Then I go for 3 minutes, an intro flip, and nothing records. Huh.
That is weird.
I don't know. And there again, I am definitely not a Apple person, so haven't had one since Brandon was little.
And I've never had one.
Well, back in the day, they, publishing software and stuff was very prominent, and that's what Jeffrey and I both kind of did for a while.
Right.
And but when Brandon was little, there was just no learning software available, and all the software was so proprietary. So we switched, and we were very happy with the switch we did. Able to download the instructions for it. Oh.
Yeah, both of those things sound like good ideas, Barbara.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. And those who don't know, I am tying this signature into these little books. And once I get them tied, I will make a journal page. So Cut that, didn't go through good. You know, sometimes investments, you wonder, why do I need a pokey tool that retracts? This was a very good investment.
So you don't hurt yourself.
So I don't hurt myself. Yes. I mean, I have other pokey tools. As a matter of fact, I had to dig out some for Brandon the other day. He was out working on his new old pickup,
Right.
and there's an injector that was not quite right, and he needed to pull it out, and then there's this little copper ring thing in there, and the little pokey tool his dad had, you know, the kind that you find in the shop, was just a little too big and a little too angled wrong. And he said, I wonder if Dad would care if I bent this. And I said, well, you'd have to ask him. I said, but don't ask him. I said, I'll go in the house and pull some stuff out and you can just have them. Because that way, if he had to bend something, it was something that we weren't using, you know.
Right.
So I came inside and I dug out 3 different pokey things. Because, you know, I've got pokey things for beads and stuff like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get my go make a page in her new little book. Yeah, I'm going to make my page in just a few minutes. So I think over time I've given Jeffrey most of my dental tools because I didn't use them. But I had a couple of other picks and things that I don't use. Now I do have some I do use all the time, but you know, you buy different ones and you find that this works or that works for you. And oh, I didn't hold these very well today. Alaska Lisa, if you got to take your shower, you must be healing up good then.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh-huh. Okay. It's Sunday. Unless you're due on a plane, you're fine. Yep. I told the doctor I was a fast healer. She didn't believe me until she saw it. Yay. Oh, there comes more rain. Poor Jeff. It's been so hot.
Oh, I'm so glad there's been no pain. That's wonderful.
Yay. Yeah. I don't see Alaska Lisa. It's craft, design, edit, sleep, repeat, Joyce. That's Alaska Lisa. And we call her that because she's also Lisa Conway. She's my sister. And my Texas Lisa is my friend or my sister by another mother kind of thing.
Yep, yep.
And because they're both Lisa Conways, it's one of those things where we decided to call them Texas Lisa and Alaska Lisa. Okay. That's what 20% chance of rain looks like. All right. It never is normal around here.
Well, we're
And my
just hot here. That's
beautiful
it. Just
tomatoes are
hot.
just splitting and splitting and just, you know.
Oh, yeah. I just got a phone call. My mom and stepdad went on a trip to Angel Fire, New Mexico with my aunt and uncle. And they left yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got a phone call right before we started. It scared me because I'm like,
Oh dear.
they don't normally call when they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my aunt was saying, Daryl's battery to his hearing aid, we need to know what kind it is. Do you know? I was like, no, I don't. When I bought them at Sam's, but I had an old carton with me. I said,
Mm-hmm.
but if he's got a battery, it should say on the battery what the number is, and that's what you need is the number.
Yeah, but
So,
it's so hard to see them when you're old.
yeah, I know. Anyway, Odell said he thought he could find it, that they would call me back if he didn't find, if they couldn't
Yeah.
find one. But I
Mm-hmm.
told him, I said, I've gotten them at Sam's, at Walmart, at Walgreens, at CVS. I said, you can get them most any place you can buy that kind of battery,
Yeah, you can actually get them in most grocery stores too. Um,
Yeah.
Mom's new ones, just for future reference, if they have to have new ones, get the kind that do this, like this, where they pop in,
Uh-huh.
because then they don't have to change those batteries. They pop this thing in every night, and when they take them off, they pop them in, and it's recharged overnight, and it goes the next day.
Yeah, I
Because
definitely need to talk to him about that. I'll talk to Darla about it.
yeah, because I mean,
Those
you
batteries
don't
are
want them to have.
expensive. You have to
Yes.
change them like every 2 days.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a
kinda
little more
off.
often than that sometimes.
Definitely changes them about once a week, but that's kind of
Well, I
the
may be
thing.
overstating the case. I may be exaggerating, but it feels like every time I turn around, they're changing
They're
batteries.
changing them, and their hands are starting to. It's starting to be hard for them to hold, and Mom's hands shake so bad
Yeah.
that when we got her new ones, the case is a little bigger than this, of course, and they have the same kind of little what do you call that, magnets on them,
Uh-huh.
where they magnetize into the case, and we just leave the case. Yeah, the case is a charger, Julie, and we just leave Mom's plugged in so that the case is charged up all the time, but then she just pops them in there at night, and then she's ready to go the next day. So it really makes a difference for Mom. So now Jeffrey has batteries, but
I'll definitely talk to him about that, because that would, and then he would always have a specific place to put them instead of just throwing them on the table at
right.
night.
Yeah, Lisa, my sister Lisa says hers are rechargeable and she loves them, and Mom's are rechargeable like that too.
Okay. Well, we'll be
So
looking into that. Thank you.
it really makes it easier for Mom, because it had gotten to the point where batteries were all over the floor because she can't hold them, and so I have the old fashioned earbuds. Yeah, and these, Lisa got a set of these, and then you had to get another set, right?
Yeah. This is my
The
earbud.
new ones.
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit bigger case,
Uh-huh.
but
They go in a little differently.
actually they're in there the opposite. So I always end up trying to put them in the wrong way, because this one goes in my right ear and this one goes in my left ear.
Huh.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
it's kind of frustrating, because I can't get it to go in, and then I remember why.
Yeah. Hi, Lamont, and her new ones, the box stays charged for 2 weeks. These earbuds, Lisa and I can be on, probably 3-4 times before. Well, when we did a 24-hour thing, did I plug this in? I had to switch earbuds back and forth because I only wear one at a time.
Yeah. But the charging case itself charged and
right.
recharged as we were trading them.
Right. So we trade them back and forth, but it definitely lasts 12 hours, and I'm pretty sure it lasted a full 24. Hello, Lamont. I don't think I said that, but I can't remember. So welcome. I'm going to do a journal page now in my new little journal book.
All right. And since I've got all this junk out here, I'm just going to keep doing this instead of working in my little book. But
Well, that's all right because, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I like this and it kind of goes with this page right here for some reason. So we'll see.
that sounds like a plan then.
And we just have to pull out some stuffs and see what we're going to do with it. I cleaned up because we were doing, what do you call that? When we were jelly plating. So I had to pick up all my mess. So my mess is kind of picked up. This is, I'm making pages for her new little journal book. Yay! Even though we know we'll get hurt by thorns, we still go for flowers. We'll see if that's a good sentiment or not. So basically my table is kind of cleaned up right this minute. Which is probably a good thing since I wouldn't be able to find stuff if it wasn't. But yeah, I got my curtains for the front of the camper and I got all, I found the stuff I needed to put on the back of it so that the curtains would hang up properly. And I thought, oh, okay, I can work on this now. And Jeffrey brought me in the other curtain and of course I knew I didn't have enough little doodads. So last night I'm on Amazon trying everywhere to find the right kind of doodad thingies. Nobody's got them.
Oh no.
I'll message Renegade Direct and see what they say. And
yeah,
we're making them out of the brown packing paper from boxes, and it's quite wrinkly. Yeah, sometimes you have to iron that paper. So
unless you want it wrinkly.
Let's see, what do we got in here in the way of, we got lots of paperies.
I'm trying to remember who it is that somebody I saw. It wasn't even too long ago. Of course, I've been watching, just a smattering of things, but she got her paper wet. She didn't even use coffee or anything. She just got her paper wet so that it would wrinkle up. Because she liked that feel, of the texture of it. And I thought, well, if you're going to do that, why don't you go ahead and put coffee on it?
Or ink it or something. Yeah.
But she wanted the white paper. And so I'm like, okay, that's understandable, but I would rather have some kind of something else added to it if I'm going to go to the trouble,
Yeah.
White paper. She just wanted it to feel like it does when you coffee dye it or something. Anyway, I found that interesting because I've never seen anybody just wet it on purpose just to get it wet.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to go check.
That's all right.
I got a ping on my phone, so I had to go check it.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to get mute here in just a minute and do something that I promised someone I would do at 2:00. So.
Oh, okay. So far, I have 25 pages or 50. You count both sides. That's not sure which way to count. That's a lot of pages. Ooh, black tissue paper. Ooh. I bought some black copy paper the other day. I was at Ollie's, and they had a packet. They never have a lot of anything. And they had a package of black copy paper, which I thought, ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can we do with that? Okay, so let's see. Which page do I want to play with? I think this one right here. For some reason, I want to play with this one, but it needs to stay down better. Oh.
Depends on how you're going to use them, Teresa.
Yeah.
Um because I typically count each page whatever I'm working on. If I'm only going to work on one side, then I only count one side.
Right.
Because I do have some books where I don't work on the back. I only work on one side of the paper. So that's how I would count them, is by how many of those surfaces are you actually going to work on?
Right. Well, and I always consider how, if you're only going to have one signature, you get too many pages in it and you have no room to work.
That's
So you
true.
either have to create a spine and create extra. It's a 100-sheet packet with 500. Ooh. And Andrea's starting her Christmas cards. Yeah. You know what
Wow.
happens to
Good for
me? I
you.
go to the store, buy a box. And I probably have the same box I had 3 years ago because that's how few I send. I am very bad about Christmas cards.
I'm bad about that too. I really am. I used to at least be good about sending cards or of some kind back to people who sent them to me, but
Yes.
I don't even do that good anymore. Whoops, gotta go. Be back in just a sec.
Okay. Andrea started her, or Joyce started hers too. I just realized how far away I am, guys. I'll get this a little closer so you can see it better. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't realize that, Teresa. Thank you for letting us know. Jan Glines, Barbara.
Oh, I need to put her in my prayer list. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Do we have in our groups an address for her?
I think so.
I hope so.
Could one of you check the address list in my Facebook group? Make sure her address is there.
Yeah, mine too. Make sure it's at least in one of our two groups. If it's in one of our groups, most people are in both. So
Yeah.
if not, we
Hi,
need to.
Cheryl, hon.
Hey, Cheryl.
Okay, and if it's not, it's in Beth's group.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I belong to all the groups, even if I rarely show up.
I was gonna say I belong to all of them too. Doesn't help that I can't get there, but it just. Don't really like that. That's not quite.
No, that looks ugly.
Cheryl came in while you were gone too, so
Oh,
it
welcome,
is in Beth.
Cheryl.
It is definitely in Beth's group. So thank
Oh,
you, Teresa.
thank you.
Did you take care of your 2 o'clock thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I muted just a minute ago. That's what I was doing.
Okay. Don't know. Doesn't excite me.
That's how I'm feeling about everything I'm doing right now. I'm not sure I really want to continue with this project or not. For some reason, it's just not. It's way fun to watch you do it. It's not as much fun to do it myself.
Well, okay.
Thank you, Teresa.
Yes, thank you very much, hon. And Barbara said she would message it to us. I'm pretty sure it's in our group address book. So,
Yeah, Teresa says she doesn't see it in my group.
Okay.
I'm not going to add it in because she hasn't, if she wanted
Yeah.
it there, she would have put it there. But
Well, I
but at
have
least
not been.
we can find it in Beth's group.
Yeah,
So
Beth's group. I have not been good about keeping mine sorted out. Really, I'm just haven't been. Now I like that better.
oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you did before because I wasn't watching, but I like it. I like it now, the way it looks right now.
The way it looks right now, I kind of like it.
Okay.
I could put this right there.
So I'm thinking about doing something different on those other papers because I'm just not being.
Thank you, Barbara. Just something different on the other papers. Yeah, maybe use a stamp or something that makes you happy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a hard time being happy today. I don't know.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, yep, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put this gold right here around.
It is in Tanya's group. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Teresa. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is going to be kind of an easy page, I think. That is, if I can find my glue. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Andrea. I love you too. It's it's funny how and it may not just be this, it may be other things too that are making me kind of feel this way. But Thursday was Darren's birthday.
Yes, I
And
know.
so like this, for the past like the 5 days surrounding that, I've spent trying not to think about it, and evidently that was the wrong way to do it. I should have just allowed myself to grieve that day and not try to,
Yeah.
I keep thinking, this is the third one since he passed away. I should not be this. It shouldn't affect me this badly.
Oh,
But
yes.
it does.
Oh, yes. And it doesn't matter how much time, hon. That's not one of those things that time makes. Maybe it'll make it better, I guess. Maybe easier. I don't know. But it's never gonna be perfect ever.
Yeah. Well, I know that. I guess I just thought it would be easier now than the first one, you
Yeah.
know. And it really wasn't easier than the first one. And I kept trying to tell myself I was just fine, and that was not the right tactic. So I'm
No.
just telling y'all, um,
No.
yeah, trying to tell yourself you should be okay doesn't work.
No. Well, and this one is harder too because Hannah's not there.
That's true. That's true.
I know that. My kid's home from work.
All right.
Okay.
Teresa says no, it does not work. So she's tried it too, evidently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna grab
But
something
as
real
far
quick.
as the doodling thing,
Yeah.
Helen said the other day, she asked me, because when I bought that black paper, I was showing it to her because I want to have black paper for to go in journals. I wanted some for a while, and I've got lots of black cardstock, but no black paper.
Right.
And she made a comment. She said, "What happened to the black and white journal that you and I were working on?" I said, "Well, mine may end up in the trash can."
Well, mine
I
is in a container over here, but it probably should be in the trash can because I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
said,
you know.
uh-huh. Blessings, y'all have lost husbands. Hugs. Yes, hugs to you all. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Um, and Andrew says, yeah, you always know when you're lying to yourself. That's probably true. Um, I don't know that it needs to go in the trash can, but it certainly wasn't a project that we enjoyed. And that's why they didn't get finished.
Yeah, that's why
Uh-huh.
life is too short to keep on with something like that you're supposed to be doing for fun if it's not
Right.
fun.
And it's not fun. Yeah.
So,
Okay. That's better. I had to make it a little less white. hmm Recliner nap time. Okay, Becky.
enjoy.
hmm
This probably isn't the best way to do this, but
It works. What are those?
they're just those little
Oh, uh-huh.
things you put on, notebook
Okay.
paper.
When they were laying on the table because they didn't show through,
Yeah.
um, it looked like they were little round buttony things, and I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. No, just, boring stuff. Nothing exciting. I'm just trying to make them a little more exciting, a
Well,
little more
that works.
interesting because I got some and they're the matte
Uh-huh.
rather than the shiny. And so I knew they would take the ink,
Uh-huh.
whereas those shiny ones won't. And so I decided I would ink up some different colored pages of them. And I don't even know what I'm going to use them for. I don't do that kind of journal very often, but
On top of a tag or something.
yeah, that's true. That's probably where I would use them the most. But I also thought they'd be fun just to stick on, you know, as
Yeah.
decoration or something.
Yeah, you could put them on a circle page, just a
Yeah.
page that has circles. This page is not going to take much today, I don't think. I think it's going to be done really quick.
Well, I like it just like that. So I think
I do
that
too.
being done with it quick is the right thing.
hmm Make eyeballs out of them. I thought they were a stencil with circles on it. Uh-huh. Okay.
No, they're just these little things. But they could be anything we want them to be, couldn't they?
Yep. They could be. That's what we're
Okay.
supposed to be doing, right? Make them anything we want. Come
Okay.
on now.
I think that's a second one. Let's, if I'm right about that. Yes, okay, so I'm not going to open that one up.
Hole reinforcers. Yeah, yeah, that's what they were. We just none of us knew how to say that word, I guess, today.
Yeah, thank you. It can make a mouth that is singing. Oh.
There we go. Ta-da! It wasn't complicated, but
it looks good.
I'm happy with it. Okay, let's see here. But
Art doesn't have to be complicated.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to speak to anybody but yourself either.
That's true.
6, 30, 20, 24. So we're starting this almost in July.
Almost.
Uh-huh. Yay. Okay. Now I get to clean up and see what else I'm going to do. And couldn't remember how you spell it. Oh, yes. Yes, with green lip gloss. Yes, to make a mouth that is singing with green. Thanks, Barbara. I guess we should put the little scrappies back into the little scrappy basket. That should be what we do, right? Mm-hmm.
If you want to use them again.
Well, I did throw a few pieces away, but you know, I didn't use. These are pieces I got out and didn't use. And these were in my drawer.
Well, Teresa, I don't know who's you're going to get in trouble from, but you're welcome to go to the balcony.
The secretary trusts me. Went wrong. She corrected her typos and then it went wrong with different ways. Yeah. Something my computer did yesterday, it just started typing a whole bunch of zeros on everything I tried to do. It was making zeros. I finally had to shut it off and start over again.
Oh dear.
I don't have a clue what was making it do that, but okay.
Well, I got one of the little buttons stuck somehow, but it was only like one corner of it that was stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And it did something like that, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I just started doing this.
Uh-oh.
And then I fixed it.
Okay, Lisa, can you say something?
Hello?
Okay, I can't hear anything, so I'm sure you can hear me, but I'll be right back. I'm going to have to figure out what's wrong with my headset.
Okay, we'll be here.
Okay, it's connecting itself again, so I don't know.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, it just disconnected, and I didn't go away. You know, it's not like I walked to the other side of the room.
Yeah. Well, I had mine do that once. Well, actually, it did it 2 or 3 times. Quite a while ago. And it's never done it again, so I hadn't even thought about it again until you mentioned that. But I do remember. No, and I never did figure out why.
Yeah, it just did it. I don't know.
So, well, I got a bunch of greens here.
Well, since this is so close to being done, I think this is what I'll work on today.
Oh yeah,
for a little while. Because you know, if I get them cut out, then I can maybe do the panels.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
I kind of hate for you to cut those out.
What?
I kind of hate for you to cut those out because the background just looks so good with them.
Yeah, the only thing is that
I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm just stating my opinion.
it's how to use it if I do that.
Yeah. Make a journal cover out of it's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, and but then it folds this one completely in half. I could, I guess.
Do not feel like you need to just because I said it. Go ahead and cut them out if that's what you want to do. I just think it's really
I,
pretty. And I'm
well,
not
I think,
really usually into stuff that looks pink, but
yeah, me either. The thing of it is, I have to finish it anyway, so we'll finish it and then we'll figure it out another day.
alrighty.
That's that's my answer to everything. Finish it and then figure it out later.
Yeah. Well, by then you might have an idea that you don't have right now. So that's
That's right.
a
Mm-hmm.
legitimate plan.
Uh-huh. There's another wrong with that, Tanya. Okay. Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Yep. I like it should be left whole. Okay, whole. Yeah, we'll see.
She's not going to listen to you any more than me.
Well, if
You're
I
the one
leave it
that
whole, I
that
have
way.
to do. If I leave it whole, I do have to do something in some of the places because I can't. This is just an awful spot.
Yeah, that's true. You would have to
I'll
add
have to.
something
I'll have to
to it,
put
but
some that come off the edge somehow.
Julie's tablet is doing in her head. She said nothing, not another. Nothing is wrong with it. It's what she was trying to type.
Ah, okay. Scarlett O'Hara syndrome. She is not convinced. uh, I'll have to put something under it too, because this is not enough to make. It's not stiff enough to make a cover. But
Yeah.
I could Mod Podge it to a piece of fabric.
Oh,
And
that
have
would be
fabric
fun.
and fabric that stuck out around the edges.
Yeah.
I've
On a piece
I've
of
got.
denim or chambray, it would be really cute.
I've also got some painted fabric that if I stuck it to the back side, the painted fabric would be on the inside cover.
That's true. We have a bunch of painted fabric. I have not done anything with my painted fabric. Remember when
Yeah.
we painted all that?
Yeah. Tanya, one day you will have a brilliant idea. One day I might have one brilliant idea, Julie. One. Okay, let's see if we can at least do the rest of the doodling on it though. I might have one brilliant idea, but it'll take a few days to get that. And I'm going to have 2 pairs of glasses today. So, do I have a pair of 250s over here? Yeah, this pair's almost broke. Okay, fair warning. Hi, Renee. Is that Renee?
Hi, Renee.
Hi,
Yeah.
Renee. Fair warning. To doodle today, I'm going to have 2 pair of glasses and one pair of glasses to doodle and one pair to see chat. So if I miss something, chat, I'm sorry.
I'll try to keep up with chat and read it out to you if it's.
Teresa said she would have me thinking with someone else's brain. Yeah, okay. Well, I've been working that bead show for the last 2 days, so I've been on the computer a lot, so my eyes are already tired.
Yeah.
And the sinuses are messing with them even worse. So it's like now. Last week, I did find that if I cut the strength of my readers, I can see chat better. Thursday, I had some 125s on, and I could actually read chat most of the day. So, but the 125s aren't strong enough to see what I'm doing when I'm doing the. Renee, that scramble of letters spelled out welcome. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, why is this writing one place very well and not over here? That's not normal. There we go. Come on, behave yourself, you dumb little pin.
Oh no, Teresa. She says, well, I need a brilliant idea on how to pick up thousands of green beads from a craft-a-lanch.
Ooh.
You got any
Vacuum
brilliant ideas
cleaner.
on there?
A vacuum cleaner with a piece of nylon hose over it. That's about the best thing I can tell you. Now,
Explain the nylon hose part of it.
Okay.
That's got to be to protect and keep the beads, but how would you do that?
Okay. Well, first off, you take let's pretend this is the hose of my vacuum cleaner. Right? And you put the nylon hose over the top of it, but don't make it really tight right there. Have it a little bit loose right there where the hose.
Oh, so it can suck in.
When you suck them up, that stocking they'll suck up into that stocking, and then you walk over to a dish and you turn the vacuum cleaner off, and they'll fall right back out into the dish. I don't have a stocking, but I do have a vacuum. What else could you use you know what I'm talking about by a stocking? Do you have a really thin sock?
Like a trouser sock or something like that?
Yeah, a real thin, like nylon sock. Let me think what else.
Or
maybe
some organza.
Or old piece of t-shirt.
Yeah.
Something thin that's a little bit stretchy, and you can put it around the hose. Gauze has too many holes in it, Renee. If she's trying to pick up seed beads, which is likely what she's got, they'll go right in through the gauze. Curtain type organza, that nylon curtain fabric would work
Yeah.
too. The reason for the sock or the hose is that it's stretchy and it'll go around the something. Yes.
11.0. I don't know what that means, but
no, tulle won't work either. Tulle is got too many holes in it. Paper towel might tear. Yeah, paper towel might tear.
The coffee filter might not let enough air through.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the netting is going to let them through, though, I think, Teresa, unless they're bigger beads. No coffee filters.
Tissue.
I would try.
Tissue paper work?
I don't think so. I don't think it would let enough air through.
Yeah. Yeah, the holes are too large in the netting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be something that lets air through, but is smaller than your beads. Do you have
I would say a t-shirt, a piece of t-shirt fabric. You just use the t-shirt and then, wash it.
Oh, 11.0 is the size of the smallest beads.
Oh, yeah, okay, the 11s, yes. Well, and you need something like a nylon sock or
piece of muslin, Barbara says, might work.
Might work. I don't know how well it would let the air flow from the vacuum. It depends on how strong her vacuum is. That's the next question.
Yeah, and how airy the muslin is. Some of it is more airy than others.
Right, yeah. The older the piece of fabric is, honestly, like a old pillowcase might work. A piece of an old pillowcase might have enough air flow through it. No, a Kleenex tissue is going to tear in the vacuum. It'll suck right into the vacuum. Yeah, the 11s is 11s is what I figured you were using, Teresa.
Oh, that's
But that's what I would do. I would look for something that won't let the beads go through and will let the air go through from the vacuum and vacuum them up. And then when you turn the vacuum off, it will just let them drop right back out. It's easier to get them picked up than trying to sweep them. That much I'll tell you.
okay.
But don't use anything paper because I can guarantee the vacuum will suck that right out of nowhere. Okay, that's not gonna work. We need.
Barbara says, "You sound like the voice of experience."
Well, it's not like I haven't had beads go all over. Oh no, this pen has decided not to work.
I have one of those, Julie, and I need to bring it in the house. It's still sitting out in my studio, but I need to bring it in the house and use it in the kitchen because bending over and holding the dustpan was always Hannah's job.
Okay.
So, and I have, okay, here's a bad confession. I have not swept my kitchen floor since she left. So it needs to be done. But I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot I had that out there, and not wanting to mess with that's the reason I hadn't done it yet. I was thinking I need to sweep it up and then get the vacuum cleaner, but I don't have a vacuum cleaner either at the moment because I've ruined 2 of them with that stupid diatomaceous earth for the fleas. So I've got to go get a vacuum cleaner too. But I do have that little dustpan that you can sweep the stuff right into and hold it with a long handle. I do have one of those.
Well, I have a Jeffrey.
You have a Jeffrey. Even better.
Yeah. That's one of Jeff's jobs is to vacuum. It's kind of like this. I cook, he cleans up.
That works.
I do the laundry, he vacuums. He scrubs 90% of the bathroom and I do the tub and shower. Don't ask me how we managed to divide these this way, but that's how it worked out.
Each of you just chose your least favorite thing, and the other person said, "Well, I don't hate that as much as you do, so I'll do it."
I guess it's just that because I didn't do it, he decided he had to because otherwise it wouldn't get done.
Well, that's a real possibility too.
Brandon picked all of the tomatoes that were ready yesterday because with all this rain we're getting, they're splitting.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow is vegetable taking care of day. I've been cooking everything. It's been fine to just cook it and hi Susan. We haven't had so much that I couldn't mostly just cook it up. We've got a few too many hot peppers, but that's I made pesto for the first time the other day. I found out you cannot do it in the bullet. You got to get down the food processor. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I made a big mess. Try to do it in the bullet. It just didn't work. And the recipes, when I looked them up online, did not have any salt in it. And I told Brandon after the fact, I thought it needed salt. And he said the recipe he looked up online, the salt was at the very bottom. It was in the picture, but didn't talk about the salt until it got to the bottom. So
yeah,
next time I'll put some salt in it because it was kind of It wasn't as good. I had to put salt in mine when I used it. But we ate it all up, so. I kind of like that. But I think it needs some dots in the middle. Maybe this will make dots in the middle. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't want to. I don't know what is with this pen today. It works fine on the cardboard, but it's not working on this paint, which is not normal. Oh, she got her what do you call that back out? Her doodling. Even though she wasn't happy doing it, she got her doodling back out.
Yeah. Well, I decided I would give it a chance with white dots and see.
And see? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this apparently picked up some kind of color on it. Because that's not actually white. I'm going to have to go over it when it dries. So. Yeah, the when you add the white to the black, that changes everything about it.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Well, the guys are being really quiet in there. They must think that we're concentrating.
Maybe they're getting into trouble.
That's what children do, isn't it?
Yeah.
when they're quiet. Uh-huh.
When they're quiet, you get worried.
Well, Jeffrey
They're
could be
both old
asleep.
enough. They're probably not getting into trouble. The kind of trouble kids get into for sure.
I don't know. Went outside to speak to Brandon the other day, and he is sitting on top of the engine in his truck, trying to get that part apart. I mean, he's up in there sitting on top of it. It's like this thing is huge. I mean, you can sit underneath it and not bend over. So,
well, he's not a short guy either, is he?
No, Brandon's taller than both of us.
Well, that's
he's not tall. He's not super tall. He's not as tall as Ethan by any means, but
it's still tall enough to make it seem weird he can sit on an engine without ducking on the hood.
without being ducked over. Well, and the fact that at 33 he can still crunch himself up enough to sit up there.
That's pretty impressive.
Packing tape, maybe that will work. I wouldn't use packing tape. Your beads will be all stuck to it. And I don't think that will work because, I mean, you could pick them up with packing tape, I guess, but you can't vacuum them up with packing tape. Because the vacuum will just it won't pull the beads towards the packing tape. It will just pull the packing tape in.
I think a broom would work better than packing tape.
I think the broom would work better than packing tape. Yep, me too.
And I'm just thinking from an effort standpoint. Getting
Yeah.
down there and using packing tape seems like it would be a lot of effort to me.
Yeah.
But I don't do well on the floor, so
I'm okay once I get down there. It's getting down there that the problem
well,
comes.
and then getting back up.
Yeah, well, that too. Okay, I won't use packing tape.
Just trying to save you some some heartache.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I would look for a rag that has, that is relatively thin. Of course, I use rags. I don't use paper towels very often. We keep a thing of paper towels in the kitchen, but I don't use very many of them.
Yeah.
Um,
A
I
damp
use
rag might pick them up better because you just you can they won't just roll away
right, yeah.
as easily as a dry one. Yeah, getting up
When I get
dryer
down, I have
sheet.
to. Oh, a dryer
A
sheet.
dryer sheet might work.
Ooh, dryer sheet might
Depends.
work
Some of
really
them are
well.
thick and some of them are thin, so it might work.
Yeah, and especially a used one might work very well as long as it doesn't have any holes in it. I would guess that might work really well. I've never tried that, but I can see that it might work very well. Um, yeah, whenever I get down, I always make sure there's something close to get me back up. I have a bounce one. I don't know because I don't use dryer sheets, but I would assume I quit using dryer sheets a while ago, but I would assume that a dryer sheet would work very well.
It won't hurt to try it for sure.
Right. Okay. This must take a lot of concentration. I'm not talking.
Teresa says, or maybe I could just clean out my vacuum and then vacuum them up and dump them in a bowl. You could do that.
You could probably do that. I don't know what would happen to them inside the vacuum if they'd bang around.
Are they glass?
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
they're glass seed beads. The size 11s are a pretty standard seed bead size. Um, they're the bigger the number, the smaller seed beads are. So, I have some 15s. I don't have very many of them, but pretty standard size that you can buy pretty much anywhere is 11.
Susan says, Teresa, I already said that. Nobody listens to me. Sorry, you
Oh,
didn't see it.
uh-huh.
Well, I thought it, but I thought depends. My vacuum's never clean enough because the vacuum that we've had for years is a Dyson,
Mm-hmm.
and I swear it pulls up dirt from under the house when I vacuum. There is more dirt it's just too powerful.
Well, and mine is my Dyson is dirty inside. I mean, I could clean it I could take it apart again and clean it, and I have done that. But oh heavens, I got mine in Nebraska. So heavens, we've been here 7 years. We were in South Dakota 12. You talked me into it. I'll go buy it at pantyhose. If you check, the dollar store has had pantyhose. At least they did, you know, uh, somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
But like I said, a nylon sock, just a inexpensive nylon sock might work too. I haven't owned a pair of pantyhose in so long, I wouldn't know, where to find them. Except I think I saw some at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of like how that one came out.
I think it's beautiful. The yellowish
Mm-hmm.
in it looks like a gemstone of some kind or polished rock or something.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Well, I like that the pinks weren't real opaque when we were using them. They were not standard craft paint. I'm not sure exactly what they were, but
so something they bought in bulk.
Yeah, she bought. They were in. She probably bought gallons, I would guess. They were in individual, like she'd put them in a container.
Right.
Because there was like 6 tables or something like that.
Teresa says, very pretty, Tanya. Are you sending that to me? So there's an easy thing to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, I got told I was supposed to turn it into a journal cover. So I'm going to have to do that, I think. And I think I'm going to put it on a piece of painted fabric. We'll have to see what I've got. See, now I made you laugh. There you go. Okay, it's done. I'm not in love with it, but it's a Christmas card, and I'm calling it done. Okay. Oh, dear. Okay, this needs some black dots with some white dots inside of it. Let's see here.
Hannah called me a couple of days ago, and she goes, I just need a minute to rant. I said, okay. She goes, well, I'm just going to complain for a second, Mom. I said, okay, what are you complaining about? She said, thank you cards are so hard. She said, I always feel like I should be able to say something profound that really expresses the gratitude I feel in my heart, but it always comes out sounding cheesy. So she's not happy with her ability to do thank you cards. I said, honey,
thank you cards.
Nobody expects it to be a work of art. Just say thank you for and the fact that you did it shows that you care and that you know.
I was going to say the fact that
she should be doing something so much better.
Yeah, the fact that she's sending a thank you card. I get thank you cards from my one nephew, and because from the very beginning, his mom made him do that. Now she will address the envelope and whatnot. But lately, the cards have been a little different, and I knew that it didn't look like her that was picking the cards,
Yeah.
And she said he has taken on the thing where he does the picking of the cards. And they're really kind of cute. He has his mother's sense of humor. So I'm talking about Stephanie Lisa.
Uh-huh.
And Alaska Lisa. I'm talking about Stephanie has this very, very interesting humor. And her Griffin has has that same sense of humor. Okay, see, I love the edge on that.
On what?
What you're doing right now, that little
Oh,
edge.
okay. Thanks. I thought you were talking about something that you did over here. And I was like,
No,
which one?
no, I'm getting ready to do something right there.
Well, I liked when you did an edge, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do one of those too. So,
Mhm.
uh-oh, I touched it.
All right, what is that? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, I'm working while I'm doing this today. So, um,
That's fine.
besides you should see this. I got two pairs of glasses on my
As long as you can make it work. You got to take a picture and put it in the group.
Let's see if I can even take a picture. Uh, it's like, okay.
I love it. You look very serious. You're really working.
One a week then at the last minute. Did you do book reports for school on Sunday night too? Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure which pair is which now.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Hmm. My dad used to do that. It's like, okay, normally what I can do with these I can usually do my doodling with the lighter weight ones, but today is double vision. Yeah. Today is not one of those days, I guess. Okay, so let's see here. We need to, if we're going to keep this on here. Hmm. I think maybe we will use this. See if it doesn't. Okay. Stuff that matters. I start early. This is a warm up so that she and I will get in the zone to start their holiday. Hmm.
Well, I'm still doing birthdays. I'm not ready to think about Christmas yet.
Well, I hate to say this, but I've been very bad about anybody getting a handmade card for a while.
Ooh, I like that. I need to make one of those.
Okay.
I'll have to find a different page though. I don't think this page has space.
Has space. Well, there you go. Order disco balls for a tree. Okay. Covers for some of them. Ooh, so fun. Never do Christmas in July. Seems weird. Well, I can't think Christmas when it's this hot.
Yeah.
And we just don't do Christmas much to speak of anymore. We just, well, we might do more with Brandon here this year, but the past few years it's just been, and no, last year we had been so sick. I did do a Christmas dinner, but not on Christmas. And the year before was when I had my shoulder, so
Yeah.
didn't do anything then. Okay.
Well, how much I do for Christmas always depends on who's here.
Yeah, that's it.
If more family comes, we do more.
Mhm.
We have had Christmases in the past, where my brother brought his family and then with our family, and then
Yeah.
but the kids are also grown up now that
Sit in front of the AC. There you go, Teresa. Yeah, that's true, Julie. Um, yeah, that's it. It's like that's kind of like why we in the past when we were in South Dakota, we did this thing where we would go to Omaha where Brandon was for Christmas because Jeff had more time off than Brandon did because we had, he had leave and stuff like that.
right.
But now I'm not sure. Okay, you need to see this whole thing. Yeah, I'm going places in the south. Okay. So Lisa, since Tanya isn't sending me hers, are you making that for someone? uh, yes.
Well,
Teresa, we used to live in South Dakota and Brandon lived in Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, I've lost my cursor again. There you are. I was going to make this out far enough so you could see the whole thing, what's happening with it.
well, what I was planning to do with these is cut them out, like Tanya cut hers out to use for collage or something, um, and not use it as a page like this because everything's going every which way. I guess it really
Yeah.
wouldn't matter, but it could be used like that. But my intention was to cut them out. Now, whether I'll think they're good enough to cut out or not, I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Julie says it would make a beautiful journal cover. Tanya's will make a gorgeous journal cover. This one, not so much. It's
Well,
too
see, and
dull.
now it's starting to get the edges to where
Yeah,
when
I
I
love
when I
it.
go when I go back and put white and stuff dots on it,
Yeah.
um, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah, each one a little ephemera piece. That's yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the plan. I have not been very good at following through with plans lately. It's like I start on something and then I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Well, that's all right. Isn't it all about having fun with it though?
It is.
Anyways, that's all it's supposed to be.
That's all it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. It is. It
That's
is.
what I told you, isn't it?
Uh-huh. That's what she told me.
That's what I told you. But I think I'm thinking I will like them better cut out and
How many
glued.
coats of varnish will I put on it? Well, since I'm going to probably back it with a piece of fabric. I will probably you know what I might do is put a couple of layers of Mod Podge on it and then stitch it to the fabric. Mm-hmm. So probably a couple layers. On this new little book I just made, Teresa, this one, this is watercolor paper, so you know it's a lot sturdier. I put 2 layers of Mod Podge on it. You know, my mixture, the Mod Podge glue mixture. I used 2. So probably 2 will be enough.
I bet.
So, um,
Uh-oh. What was that? Oh. Okay. Not important.
it wasn't okay.
Well,
Everything's
it's
okay.
not important enough for me to bend over and get it right now.
Okay. All right. That's the answer to the question. How important is it if you have to bend over to get it?
It's got to be pretty important at the moment.
Yeah. So. My jelly plate's laying on the dining room table. Brandon the other day goes, what is this sticky thing? What is this sticky thing? I told him not to put anything on top of it. So what does he go? He says, what is this sticky thing? I'm like, what is this sticky?
Did you show him some of your jelly prints so he would understand what it was?
I didn't because I was in the middle of something else, but I told him about what it was.
Yeah.
But I didn't show him anything. We may have to put another couple of little tiny things in here too, just because, but we'll see.
Well, I like the really bold black that you're adding right now, and I think it's like 3 dots in a few places out of that really bold black would be pretty, you know, so in the middle somewhere.
I'm not supposed to. Oh, you mean $3? Yeah, just some little round.
Yeah.
Dots, but I am going to put white on these blacks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't think I should, huh?
I just think they're so striking. I think it'll be pretty with white on it too, and I always love that. But there's just something about how bold they are right now that.
Yeah, something about it makes me cringe though with it like that. Yeah, I know what triple thick is, Teresa, but I'm afraid on the front of a journal cover, if it flexes, it might crack. I don't know. I've never used enough of it.
Can get sticky.
Yeah.
I used triple thick on top of some of my alcohol ink things that I did. You just spray it on there. And later when I put a glass of something on them, it stuck to it.
It stuck to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't expect that because all the videos I had watched, that's what people had used. But
what I'm thinking of, it's the same as glossy accents. Not quite.
It's not that thick.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it triple thick, but you have to put on several coats to get it very thick. But it anyway, I quit using it. I put it on one journal cover and it was sticky. A piece of paper stuck to it, and I left it that way for several days. It wasn't even just 24 hours. So
Yeah.
after that, I just quit using it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they've changed it. I guess it's possible they've changed it, but.
Okay, well, I'm going to try it over here on this little tiny one. And if I don't like it, I can always go back over it, right?
That's true. I bet you'll like it, though, because that will just make it blend in to the whole cover better.
Yeah. That's to me, it's, yeah. Now, that doesn't mean if I put some solid black dots on it, that I wouldn't like the solid black dots. But we'll see. Yeah, I kind of like them that way. To me, it pulled the eye way off the edge, and
it's not a lot, so that still looks bold. Yeah.
Yeah. It has a bold kind of statement to it. So
go for it, Tanya.
All right. And I think I'm gonna get off at 3:30.
Oh, Teresa's triple thick is in a jar.
Yeah,
that's interesting. It may be something completely different. What I used was a spray,
and I think mine's in a jar.
So what I use may be totally different. So do not listen to me. Do your own experiment.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would do an experiment, but I wouldn't put it on something you just absolutely love until you've played with it a little bit. That is my thing.
Yeah.
Because when you do, and it doesn't work out exactly, it's just kind of like I have used Mod Podge on things for ages and then realized just how bad the pages stuck together when you use it on something. So that's when I went to using the glue mixture.
Yeah.
Which works pretty well unless you dump water all over your pages, because that's what happened to my postcards this last time. Mom spilled her water all over them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then they didn't get taken apart and they got stuck all together. So
I enjoy streaming with Tanya too. I do. I enjoy it better than streaming by myself.
We have a lot of fun when we play together. I mean, it's more fun to sit and chat with each other is the thing.
Yeah, it's almost like getting together at in our home and working and these look like put little googly eyes on it.
I cannot tell you what I've got going Thursday. Like I can't remember. You know how I know my Thursday is Thursday the 4th.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't have anything going on. So I should be able to stream if you're going to stream, and we'll be on Lisa's channel if we do that, guys.
Yeah, I'm planning on it. I get something can always come up, but but I'm planning on it. Okay, I added black dots into this border. I don't know if you can see it.
Ooh, yeah.
But now they just kind of look like googly eyes to me.
Make the black dot just a little bit bigger. Try that on just one of them, see what happens. So it would be something you can put on ATC cards or on top of a postcards, maybe. Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't know for sure, Teresa. I would have to experiment with it since I don't use it all the time. The thing about this mixture that I use all the time, I know how it behaves, so it doesn't hurt my feelings to put it um, on a journal cover or something. Let me show you my. Where is it? This one. Okay. This one has a couple. Okay. First off, these are separate pieces of paper. These are just pieces of paper, and then they're glued down where they kind of meet. They don't overlap. They just kind of meet, and then the doodling's done. Okay, and then it had like 2 layers of Mod Podge glue mixture on it. Well, the Mod Podge didn't crack, but the paper has cracked on the seam because I've got it so full. So the paper is actually cracked and is coming off. Because this paper is glued to a
envelope.
Just an envelope. Thank you. My brain is mushy. So the paper is glued to an envelope. The envelope is, reasonably decent quality, not real thin. That's just a piece of paper glued on the tab. And then it had 2 layers of Mod Podge. Well, the paper has cracked and is coming up off of the envelope. Either that or the paint that was on the paper is coming off. So it wasn't the Mod Podge. The envelope, right. I did this envelope I actually did for one of Mary's 4th Art Saturday things, where I don't know if I did 4 or 5 envelopes, but I cut several pieces of paper out at the same time with the same shapes. I cut the pieces of paper to fit the envelope, and then I cut the shapes all at the same time. So I had multiple different colors of paper, and I did this what do you call that?
Kind of like a landscape collage.
It's a sort of like a landscape collage, but they were all different. So and then when I turned it into a journal, we
did those on a live stream because I think I did some too. I'm not positive.
I can't remember. Anyways, I just know how that mixture works for over hill, over dale. Yeah, there you go. For making covers. It works pretty well for making covers. So that's why I use that for making covers. I just wouldn't know what the other stuff would do. I'll have to go find it. There you go. Just a minute, and I'll see if I can find that for you. I don't know. There is, okay, Teresa, on my YouTube channel, there is I'm pretty sure there's a playlist that is all about making envelope journals. Let me go and look, see if that's where it's at. Okay, I have to have the right, there we go. I have to have the right glasses on my face. I'll be right back, Lisa. I'm here. I can hear you. I'm just going to go look at stuff.
I'm just adding white dots, hoping that I will be happier with these things. Did you Mod Podge top of yours before you cut them out?
Did I do what?
Mod Podge stuff on top of them before you cut them out?
No, I did not on these.
They just looked really shiny. That's why I was wondering.
No,
probably the camera.
Pardon?
I said it's probably the camera because this looks shinier than it looks in person.
Yeah, because these are not. Because I knew what I was going to do with them was going to get them Mod Podge later. So no, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, I don't need to stop. Okay, thanks, guys. But I think there's a whole playlist that is envelope journals. Now, I don't know that that one is in there. But check out, there's two different playlists you should look at. One is the Fourth Art Saturday playlist, and the other one would be the envelope journals. I think that would be the two that I would look for it in. It looks matte. Yeah, you're probably getting what we had earlier, Teresa. We had a lot of very loud booming, although it's pretty soon for it to get to Teresa. Okay, I can't see that. Oh, they're over there. Mm. Well, that means I don't have to cut these out too, right? No fussy cutting. So
That's right. If you decide to make it into a journal cover, you don't have to
there
cut them
you,
out.
there you go. I just know this piece of cardstock or paper, whatever it was she gave us, because it's not really cardstock and it's not really paper, is not sturdy enough to even with Mod Podge on it, would not be sturdy enough to make it as a journal cover. So we will have to reinforce it with some fabric.
Well, I think that'll look cool.
I think so too, and I can make the fabric stick out and have little raggedy edges.
Yeah.
But you know what's going to happen? Then I'm going to have to make more of these little pieces of things, little ephemera things, little fodder things, so that I can decorate some pages inside the journal.
Well, one thing always leads to another.
Uh-huh. The rain is very hard. Yep. Okay, Barbara's got one. Let's see. Here's one of them that has envelope journal in the title. There you go. Jelly print the envelope first. Yeah. The other thing is that if you want the flaps to work, just a minute. If you want the pocket of the envelope to work, you need, because this flap goes all the way across. So if you want this to be a pocket that you can actually use, you've got to fold it, find out where the fold is, and then create two flaps out of one long flap. That's something that you have to think about before you sew your signature in. So now I just put in one signature usually, but Barbara has put two in and three in hers, I think, by just folding this and making it more of a spine. The link it posted is the entire playlist of envelope journals. Okay. And then I think the actual design on this particular one is in the Fourth Art Saturday stuff. That's where I think it is. Because I know I ended up with more than one. Part of this, Lisa, is that I didn't put a lot of white into this, so it's still staying kind of bold. See how bold it looks? So I think you're right. I need to put some more in here with some of that bold black, and then I think I'll do the same thing to it, is to just have a little tiny bit of white.
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
Mm-hmm. Make her signatures smaller and score the spine for quarter or half inch. Yeah. Yes, and you do have a choice between a side opening envelope and a top opening envelope, and that all those things make a difference on what kind of envelopes you're using. So
Barbara says she makes her signature smaller and scores the spine for a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch.
Right. And
That
it
way
will
she can do
mean,
more.
yeah, I was going to say you can have more signatures and have it not what do you want to say, gator mouth quite so fast too.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut some of these out and see what I think.
Okay. We got a lot of paper in between too. That's what I used. A regular 6x9, 6x9 envelope, and I have used the 6x9 manila envelopes before. That was just a 6x9 white envelope. I have a whole bunch of them somewhere. I got a box full. Paper is one of those things I seem to have a bad habit of collecting.
Oh my goodness, me too. You know how long ago I moved stuff into the house to do my videos and stuff. I was looking out in my studio yesterday, I was looking, not yesterday, Thursday, looking for that little jelly plate. And all I could find was just paper everywhere. I was like, this is ridiculous. And then I found a box of stuff from Dollar Tree, still in the box, still in the bag in the box, never been opened, never been used. I'm like, okay, you don't need to ever go buy anything else again.
I know, but you know what happens is you see it and you go, I
stuff.
could do this, I could do that. Oh, this would be fun to do. Oh, I can do this, I can do that. And you know, yep.
Yeah.
And then you end up with me, like me, with stuff all over the floor. You cannot vacuum in here because you can't get around. I started cleaning in the laundry room. I was out there for 3 hours and it doesn't look like I did a thing.
Well, I know what that feels like.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Paper and paint. Oh, and I have old books. I am always getting
yes.
advanced.
Don't even want to think about how many old books I've got. Good grief. Because they're hard to resist. They're as hard to resist as paper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're very hard to resist. So.
I remember my grandmother. I mean, she would write grocery lists on the back of receipts. She never let a piece of paper go to waste. Envelopes were used for grocery list, or notes, or sometimes she would even write you a letter on an old envelope and stick it in a new envelope. I mean, she used her paper, and she did not, throw away anything if she thought she could use it. And I asked her once, I said, Grandma, why do you do that? I said, paper's not that hard to find. And she said, you have to remember, I was trying to raise a family in the Great Depression, and paper wasn't precious.
Yeah, paper costs money.
She said it was not cheap. And she said, looking at things now, it feels like paper's always been cheap, but it's not true.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay. Because it really, I couldn't figure out why. I was like, and it's not like she didn't have notepads or stationery. She did, but she was saving them for something special,
Something, yeah.
She wasn't going to use that up to write grocery lists or whatever, But
well, and we have moved multiple times, and I used to save the boxes from the move.
Yeah.
And Now different times we have given them away to different people. I don't have any anymore to speak of, but you know the when the government moved us, they paid for big expensive boxes. And well, the last move we made, we had that huge barn and another house. So I made Jeffrey break them down and we saved most of them. Now, granted, he shared with different people that had to move different times, but I didn't have to go hunt a ton of boxes. Of course, we got rid of stuff when we moved, but when
Right.
we moved here, I didn't have to go dig for boxes at the liquor store or things like that because I had those boxes. And I have a half a box because I've gotten rid of most of it, of that, um, what do you call that? Newsprint paper
Oh yeah,
that
the
they
dish
use
packing
for,
paper.
yep, the dish packing paper because it never fails that I need that. So,
Right. Well, Hannah, when she was moving her stuff, we didn't really have access to used boxes.
mm-hmm.
And so she just went to Walmart and bought boxes. And she bought the small size boxes because that way she could lift them.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
And she had to buy more of them, because she did, because of their size, but she could actually lift them.
Yeah,
And they cost her $1 a piece. Anyway, I told her, I said, you break those boxes down, stick them in the closet or behind something, behind the couch or somewhere, so you don't have to buy these again when you move, if you move in November. She was
right.
like, oh,
Yeah,
don't worry, Mom. We'll store them
yeah,
at TJ's mom's house or something.
yeah. Yeah.
Because we spent a lot of money on boxes to move her. And it just seems so ridiculous, but there really was no other way to do it.
Yeah. Hi, Mama Juju.
Hi,
I'm
Mama.
waiting. I'm waiting for the black stuff to dry. What do you think, Lisa?
I like it.
I'm gonna put the white around those two,
Yeah,
and then I think it's done. So,
I agree. Except ink the edges.
oh yeah, it definitely has to have the edges inked. I guess I could ink the edges right now because this is this big Posca pen puts out lots of nice juicy juice, and so there's spots on there that's not dry. You have to
Oh, yeah.
really wait for it to dry um, before you go to putting white on it. So, but yeah, the edges definitely need inked. Oh yeah, the edges and the corners.
When you cut these out, did
Yeah,
you cut them right on the edge of your doodles or outside it?
sometimes sometimes on, sometimes out. It just, whatever felt right at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I did these all on the outside, and then I did these right on the lines, and I like these better. So, but
She
it
says
may
that.
be just that I like those doodles better too. I don't know. But I think I'm going to stick with giving them a green outline while I'm doing it. Okay, Teresa says you need one more black doodle between the wavy paw print and the orange and blue donut.
I think she's talking about right there.
Yes, ma'am, she says.
Okay, well, here's the thing though. We have to look at it half and half. Yeah, she's right. She's absolutely right. Probably would have seen it in a little while. Uh-oh. Well, now it's a big old black dot. I don't like that. Oh, no, I don't like that.
Do you have a red Posca pen? You could
Yeah.
add back in the red in the middle.
I'm afraid it's going to be too red. We'll just wait till it dries, and I'll see if I can put some white in the middle. Either that or I'll have to get out some paint, because I don't like what that did. Nope, nope, nope. Hole in the middle with white. Well, now you can add a hole in the middle with white. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to do it today because I'm getting tired and I have to go in a couple minutes. So.
Thanks for inviting me to come on with you.
Well, you're welcome any Sunday that I'm on. You know that.
Well, right now, Sundays are a good day for me, so.
Okay. Well,
I may just take you up on it as long as you're around.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes Sunday, that's why Sunday has always worked. For some reason, Sunday works for me most of the time. Now, no, I don't normally, my show schedules have been mixed up. Things are, getting shows has been harder, and I've gotten on the list late. So getting a show ends up being not quite the dates I'd like to have.
Right.
Because I prefer my shows to be Thursday, Friday, so that they're over Friday night.
Right.
Can you be on together every Sunday, please? Oh. Oh, yes. Thank you for your thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate thumbs up. I'm going to finish inking this, and then I'm probably going to go, guys. And I'm not sure it's inked enough. I'm going to have to look at it again. For one, the black is looking kind of purpley to me, but it could be my eyeballs.
Once they're cut out, they look better.
Oh, yeah. They're just really cool cut out. And you probably had a bunch of paper in there that you could have done other things on.
Probably. Well, I added in some that was just black, with the just with the Posca pins. But
that's kind of what I did too.
Yeah. So there is, but like this one, I did a fairly good job of filling up the page.
Yeah, you did.
This one, I didn't add more, really, and so it's got some space still to do stuff. But
you could probably do just some spirals or something with your Posca pen.
Yeah.
Barbara finished her page, and I'll figure out what to do with that.
Thanks, Julie.
I did my first page too, Barbara. So, one page in our new little journals. Yay! And guys, I'm going to go. Like I said, I have a bead show I'm working, and I need to kind of get back to it because it closes relatively early tonight. So I kind of have to go pay attention to it.
Go do what you need to do.
If it was one that closed at 9 o'clock, it'd be different. But this one closes at 7, and so I have to be on top of it the last couple hours. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you all later. I love you bunches.
Bye-bye.
And Lisa will be on Lisa's channel Thursday if I can be on. And
I'll be there even if she can't, unless something weird happens. You never know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and then we'll see you next Sunday. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mwah.